Welcome to Foodman123. I'm making food 31, version 4 or something. So we need macaroni, or I need, because I'm the only one eating. Then I need some boiled water. Just enough water would do. And then turn on the stove, put the boiler back, and then get something to stir with. Shoot, that's boiling water on my foot. Thank you. Make sure it doesn't get stuck to the bottom, because that's a bad idea. Then can we turn around? I need to charge my phone. We need, what's going on with you? Are you dying or something? Veggies. They're a bit stuck together. You can put this back now. I'm used to, yes, you need to stir. And preferably not get water on the outside, because then that happens. Like this stuff. And I put the oven on maximum. The stove it's called. I don't know. It smells burnt now. Get enough vegetables for how many ever you're cooking. And I cook them together because I can't bother washing up more than I need to. And you just make sure it doesn't get burnt, like I already managed to make it. And so how much battery do I have? 8%, great. You can put these out of the way. You need a plate, and you need meat, which I will get in a second. Any type of meat will do. I've done, this is version 4 or 5, which means I've done 3 different types of meat before, or 4, I don't know how to count, to be honest. I don't know what I'm doing either. But this is the meat I'm using today. I have no clue what it's called. I just got it. It's a rubber band, and this stuff is beginning to make noise. And there we go. The more you know, it's not very easy to open one-handed. I need that. For crying out loud. Excuse me for a second. There we go. It's open now. Oh, crap. This has begun to boil, and it's getting stuck to the bottom again, which means I'm doing great. I mean, it's not smelling burnt anymore, so it might have just been something underneath the pot or whatever you call that. It's beginning to boil. That means this should have been... take an appropriate amount of meat. Damn it, this is frozen. And, like, make sure this doesn't get destroyed. And, get a knife and, like, just open them slightly. This is a very good trick to put stuff into the microwave if you have meat, because it gets warm on there. Like, I don't know, I think I'm not the smartest person when it comes to this. Actually, it might just be that so the sausages don't explode. That I do that, I don't know. I was just told to do it once. Now that's gonna make a lot of noise, and I'm probably gonna die of radiation poisoning someday because I stand here very often. But I digress. That's just the life of a chef, and there's my shelf. Ain't got a lot on it. It's got bread and macaroni and more macaroni. But I like it. Put the microwave on, like, whatever works, and then just continues to stir this until it's done, which is not yet, but it's soon, so you can get freaking whatever these things are called and get them over to the sink area. If you'll excuse me. Yes. And then get the vegetables and back in the freezer. Get those back in the fridge, because you don't want meat to just lie out in the open. That's a bad idea. Well, in the open for a longer period of time is a bad idea, but if for like 5 minutes it should be fine. Especially since it's going back in the fridge and it's not defrozen. I can't speak. Looks done now, which means the vegetables are also done. Like, that's just experience. Or who knows, perhaps I've just been eating raw vegetables for a bunch of months. This is now done, hopefully. They're done. That's what happens if you charge your phone. I need to bring my charger so you can see this part. Then we need to open the window so like stuff doesn't die. And crap, I have fat on my fingers now. Thank you, meat. That's where that is. Get the kettle or pot or whatever you want to call it, and pour it. Get this thing out first, for good measure. Then grab it up and pour it in there to get the water out. Now, preferably everything should get out immediately, because it doesn't. Important to wash your hands before you do this, because you're gonna touch food. So, say hello to my dirty dishes. Not that dirty, to be honest. Ow. Ow, ow. Come here. get on the plate. Stop getting everywhere else. And then get the water out of there. And then pour it on to, or put it back in the pot or wherever you want it. And there you go. One Food 31 version 4, I think. Do the dishes. I don't want to do that while I hold this phone. Do your dishes. That's important to keep a clean kitchen. But the stuff you use is clean. And last final, like, important step. Give me 2 seconds. You can watch this if my phone stands up. Wait, I can move the plate. I'm a genius. Yes. You need seasoning or something. So I use this. It's garlic powder. I should probably look at the plate so I don't drown it. You don't want too much of whatever you're seasoning with, unless that's your thing. But who am I to judge? So, bon appetit. Use whatever else you like having on it, like tomato sauces of some sort, like pizza sauce if you have that, ketchup if you like that, whatever. Bon appetit.